Welcome to Mark Reed 757. This is another weight loss edition, week 10. This week I'll be focusing on finding time to lose weight. A lot of times we get mixed up in our daily lives, and part of the reason why we gain weight, at least in my opinion, is because we get comfortable with certain things. Well, if you're really desire to lose weight and you want to do it, then obviously what you were doing is not going to work. So for one thing, you have to become comfortable with the uncomfortable. And what I mean by that is taking out some of your old bad habits and switching them with good habits. A lot of times people say they just don't have time to lose weight. And I'm here to tell you that you do have time. Granted, it takes time to realize that. And what I've realized out of my own personal life, I can't speak for everybody out there, but I would watch a lot of television, play games, or basically just lounge around the house. Well, these past few weeks, I still watch some TV because if I take everything out, then it's almost like I have nothing to look forward to. Like, oh, granted, good habits do make you feel good, but hanging on to some of your habits, just cutting down, is just as good. Uh, Another example is I cook breakfast every morning now. I used to just get up and go. Well, now every morning I feel as though it's necessary to have breakfast. I wake up just a little bit earlier and I'm able to have that. So that's just an example of a good habit. I try to go to bed at a decent time so that way I can wake up in order to have my breakfast. Then I notice when I do that, get up and make my breakfast, I no longer stop for breakfast at McDonald's or breakfast at Burger King or breakfast is at the gas station. Like, why the hell would you want to eat at the gas station? It's beyond me, but that's something I used to always do. And I found that if I didn't stop at those places, I would have enough time to cook it myself. That's just one example. Other examples, oh, I don't have time to exercise. It takes too much time. Well, okay, maybe you don't have enough time to go to a gym, but who said exercise had to be at a gym exclusively? You can exercise by, obviously if you have YouTube, you can look up exercise videos and follow along. Or one of my favorite things to do, even though I'm a terrible dancer, I'll just put some music videos on and I'll just move around. Just move around, dance, you know, throw your arms around, throw your legs around, squat down, squat up, everything. It doesn't have to be a really good looking dance. I mean, think about it. You're the only one that's there, so who's there to judge you? Unless, of course, you wanted to record yourself, and hey, that might even be a good idea for a video. I don't know. Uh, okay, I touched quite a bit on that. What I wanted to also go on is what I did last week. I, I've I've done pretty good last week, actually. I continued on the road at no fast food. I haven't had any fast food, and I've ate a lot better than previous weeks. I did start to exercise a little bit. I go to this local place that all of us locals here in Canton, Ohio, home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, the monument, the McKinley Monument, which there has been some debate nationally about McKinley Monument and how they're going to change Mount McKinley. Well, obviously they're not going to change the McKinley Monument, and that's in our own hometown of Canton, Ohio. And it serves as a perfect place to exercise. There's a lot of steps, there's hills, so if you want to incorporate hills or steps, they're there. There's a long walkway that's pretty level, there's that. And then there's even a walking track behind where it's not exactly accompanying the monument, but you have that option as well. And that's what I've been doing. I've been going to the monument, and I'll go up the stairs once or twice, and even at that, I don't try to do it all at once. I'll walk a little, sit a little, walk a little, sit a little. I'm not gonna, like Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, neither is gonna be losing weight. You didn't gain the weight in one day, so don't try to lose it in one day either. Um, but yeah, my walks will take maybe 15 to 20 minutes, so that's not a whole lot of time. And if it's 15 to 20 minutes a day that can create a better life for myself, well, by all means, that's what I'm going to do. And this week, I'm going to focus a whole lot more on doing the same thing, improving on what I've already done. So, maybe instead of going up one time a day, maybe I can go up twice, or maybe just stick with one, and maybe I can improve my time. So maybe instead of 15 minutes to 20 minutes, I might even be able to do what I've done last week in 10 minutes, which if I can do that, then I will add on to what I'm doing. And that's the beautiful part. There is time to still exercise. You can keep improving on what you have done, and this way you could get more into your workout in the same amount of time that it takes you when you first start. And the other thing I wanted to touch on, I mean, an advantage of being bigger, you know, I can do one round around the track at the monument, and I'll burn more calories than somebody that's in shape. Okay, granted, um, I don't like being out of shape or anything, but it's a positive that I can look at like, haha, I can burn more calories just by walking around once. It takes you 10 times to burn the same amount of calories. At least it's my own little positive. It keeps me going anyhow, and maybe that'll help someone else out there too. Because it does a lot of studies have been done on how many calories you burn or whatever, but it's a proven fact. If you're heavier and you do just a little bit of activity, your little bit of activity is farther exceeds somebody else that's in relative good shape trying to do that same bit of activity. You blow them out of the water as far as burning calories. So there is an advantage to being heavier. Granted, the goal is to become in shape. But if this is something that you can implant in your brain and help you to stay motivated and say, hey, look, the glass is half full, not half empty, sort of thing. Anyway, I look forward to talking again next week. This has been Mark Reed, and the 10th week of my weight loss journey, and I'm ready to go. I love it. I'm feeling great, passionate, and motivated, and I look forward to talking again next week. If you like the comment, go ahead and comment below. Um, like me on Facebook, or become my friend there. It doesn't matter. I'd love to talk to anybody in the same situation as I'm in. I'm here for you guys, and let's get this thing going. Let's get in shape.